Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Truth Hurts. I'm Andrew the Love Doctor, who specializes in catching people creeping, lying, and cheating. Today I'll be discussing red flag number 309, giving narcissist entitlement. Red flag! You can't make this shit up. Run! While you're listening to this video, ask yourself one question. Am I lying? You loved someone so much, you were willing to catch herpes from them. You get engaged to someone who had no intentions of marrying you. You relocate half the country, isolated in a place you know nothing about. 4 months later, the woman says, I don't want this anymore. I'm not going to marry you. You quietly pack your things and leave the next day. Before the plane lands, she's begging you to come back. I'm such a fool. You're the best man I ever had. Blah, blah, blah. Couple of months later, stupidly, we all done this. We make excuses for them. In my case, I figured it was wedding jitters, since she's already been married twice. You go back. 2 months later, she's seeing someone else, only to find out that the person she's been seeing has been there since day one, making the entire relationship a lie. Per that man's request, no one's serious, just someone she's fucking. She treats and makes you feel insignificant and tries to make you homeless and make you sleep in your car. Because she's tired sleeping in the man's house, she wants the man to sleep in her house. When you ask her, why didn't she move the man in instead of you? She can't answer. Since you have residency and she can't put you out, she'll call the cops 5 times with false accusations. One accusation being, listen to this, I hit her hand. So she can get the court order of protection to put me out. Red flag! Anyone that tries to give you a criminal record, run! Any person that attempts to have you arrested unjustly is an extremely dangerous person and attempting to ruin your life. My subscriber, Reese Dame, is quoted, narcs make you feel deep, humiliating shame. They leave sears on your soul. So if you even think about the shame they projected onto you, it hurts. Like intense, deep embarrassment. All because you're human. And you made mistakes. And you have physical imperfections that you were born with. Anything they can find to use against you, they will use it and make you feel deep shame. She calls the fiance 5 o'clock in the morning from the man's house to tell him she's sleeping with another man. And then have the man text the fiance, she's in good hands. This is the type of shit that gets people killed. A narc is doing all of this to you, and all you did was hit her hand. See the lies? This woman was the most horrendous mind fuck of all time. This is not a red flag, but the most troubling incident of all for me, that was life-changing factor, is how Lilith didn't give a damn and packed an airline luggage bag to stay an entire week with another man laid up in another man's bed after she begged me, the fiance, to come back and live with her. That's beyond disrespect of anything that's moral, honest, ethical, righteous, decent, proper, honorable, respectable, admirable, civilized, and humanistic. At the same time, that deed was bold, wicked, shocking, atrocious, severe, appalling, terrible, infuriating, harmful, malicious, hurtful, spiteful, nasty, offensive, dreadful, disgusting, sickening, vile, repugnant, horrible, horrendous, shameless, brazen, barefaced, blatant, impudent, narrow-minded, pompous, and the list goes on, etc., etc., etc. My God, what a monster I was with. I had no idea. Many of you have similar stories. It takes months for acceptance for a reality to set in that they never loved you. And you refuse to comprehend what friends and family tell you. My own sister said to me, and I quote, "That's why everyone's upset with her. We all, women, are looking for that one decent man who will really love us. She had what we all wanted. Someone that will love us unconditionally and not use us for what we had. And she let you go. You became embittered by the experience. All your joyous times with them became poisonous memories. They placed you in financial ruins. You see future relationships as a waste of time. You fight with yourself not to turn into a monster to protect your feelings. You even think about becoming gay, like Gilbert and Sullivan. The very model of a modern major mineral. I have information, vegetable, animal, and general. I know the kings of England and I'm quite to fight in circle. From Marathon to Waterloo and categorical. Get the fuck out of here. You're so mentally destroyed. You enter psychological therapy. But even with therapy, you will never, ever be the same again. The next person who gets with you will never have all of you. This video is to inform you the narcissistic abuse doesn't stop there. Think about this. What annoys narc survivors more than anything? Answer: watching a narcissist embraced as a victim or acknowledged as a moralist. The purpose of exposure is to warn people of the behavior so others can avoid getting hurt by people with the behavior. Narcissistic behavior, the lack of empathy and remorse. Thus, people can do anything to you and not feel bad about it. However, you're going to learn there are those that will reward the narcissist because it suits their purpose. The fact that they hurt you. Kill Jezebel, along with Kim Wilson, are two so-called life coaches who have befriended my monster to be mean and spiteful. Lilith, Candace Lewis, YouTube name Fabalipstick, Fabalipstick. People are shocked noticing Lilith commenting within the community, asking me, isn't that my monster? Yes, it is. I discussed this in red flag number 147, narcissists acting like survivors. It's not surprising for a narcissist to befriend your enemies for damage control. My subscriber, Carlson Stout, is quoted. The narc will seek out anyone that has harmed you and cling to them while blaming you for the demise of the manipulationship. I welcome this because this is a win-win situation for me. People love to say, we only heard one side. I would like to hear her side. I told you, you can have 100 motherfucking sides. There's no justification whatsoever for calling a fiancé whom you begged to relocate twice from another man's bed. Anyone that defends that shit is full of shit. And Jezebel is full of shit. You see, people don't like me because I call them out on their ratchet behavior. One of my subscribers informed me. They asked Candace Lewis, Lilith, one simple question. Andrew always says you called him at 5 o'clock in the morning from another man's bed and have that man text him, you're in good hands. Is that true? The person found themselves blocked from Jezebel's channel. Any life coach that protects your abuser lacks empathy, morals, and principles. Only monsters will befriend another monster. Birds of a feather flock together. That's why both Candace and Jezebel had their naked pictures released on their birthdays. Please watch Red Flag number 113, The Whorish Behavior of a Narcissist, and Red Flag number 265, Revenge Porn. These are the types of women that have men saying about them, and I quote, "She's perfect for 3 a.m.'s sloppy scumbag, humiliating, be gone before the sun comes up sex." Now people only think about one aspect of a friendship with a narcissist. But they totally ignoring the fact of giving the narcissist entitlement to feel whatever they've done nothing wrong, providing the privilege to destroy someone else. Like what's presently going on with Kim Wilson and David, crazy narcissistic ex-girlfriend. When the narcissist hurts someone else and embarrassment comes their way, their defense is they have nothing to do with it and quickly remove themselves from the narcissist. People pretend to be true to this when they are making a fucking joke. Facade, fake illusion or appearance, superficial. Prime example. Calling a support group narc free when you invite a narcissist to show up. Red flag. Contradiction is the trademark of a narcissist. Run! Holidays have nothing to do with narcissistic awareness. In case you don't know it, Halloween is a demonic celebration. It's a deal where hellions get to walk amongst the living for one day. The mask is to pretend to be a hellion. So at the end of the day, you don't get dragged down to hell with them out of anger. Narcissism is about unmasking a monster. And here you are on Halloween wearing masks, pretending to be monsters. Red flag! Contradiction is the trademark of a narcissist. Run! Support groups are solemn. It's not about partying. Hurting survivors don't need to party. They need wisdom for closure. Laughter is to get their attention. Thus the comedic nature of my channel. Stand-up comedy is based on the truth mixed with sarcasm. Now the only time people understand you is when the same shit happens to them. So picture this. Picture me or one of your favorite life coaches befriending your abuser and making them seem like a good-natured person that's being smeared by you, and you're the narcissist. That's further abuse to a survivor of narcissistic abuse. Please watch Red Flag number 306, Destroying a Smear Campaign. All of this is added stress to a stressed out survivor. And people have the nerve to say to me, you're too angry. If this shit was done to you, how violated would you feel? Inquiring minds want to know. P.S. concerning the 2019 Narcissistic Awareness Convention in New York City next year, I will postpone ticket sales till next year after the Christmas season. For the new year will be a new attempt. This way, there will be no excuses for finances during the tax season. Therefore, you have time to plan and save for the Labor Day weekend of Saturday, August 31st and September 1st. Thank you.